Descriptive analytics uses traditional and more recently developed graphics to present to executives and sometimes customers easy-to-understand, user-friendly summaries of up-to-the-minute information concerning the operational status of a business. In this video, we will discuss how to develop a tree map. A tree map, along with gauges, bullet graphs, and spark lines, can be used with each other and more traditional graphics to form a big picture or an analytical dashboard. And this is a part of something called an executive information system. Tree maps display information in a series of clustered rectangles, which represent a whole. The sizes of the rectangles represent a first variable, and tree maps use color to characterize the various rectangles within the tree map according to a second variable. To create our tree map, let's cut and paste the usage data, our quantitative data, to the left of gender, and then delete the original column. We should also create a data table. So if we highlight position, gender, and now usage for all our 100 observations, and find Insert Table, and let's just select a general data table. Please check that your tables have headers, because they do. Now we have the basic table setup necessary for developing our tree map. Now let's go into Insert Apps. And you can go to the store and type in Tree Apps or Tree Map Apps, and one will appear, and it's for free. But I've already downloaded it into my app. So I'm going to click on Tree Map and then start to create our map. So here is our tree map, and it may have taken a few seconds to download it. However, if you go into Names, the reason for creating the table is as such. If you click on Names, the table is already created. We click OK. Then if you wanted to play with the color, you would just highlight the data that contains the quantitative portion. This is our D column, which contains our cell phone usage data. And as you can see, you can play along with the colors a little bit so that you can adjust them to whatever you wish. Now, while this is a great visual presentation, and I have all my numbers on one tree map, this is a little too cluttered for me. As you can see, for the analyst in the male and female categories, I can actually count the number of minutes each male spoke versus each female spoke in a given month. And also I can count the number of males and females in each category. I would like to make this simpler. I would like to look at the average male and the average female in the analyst position. So let me create a quick pivot chart and table, and then run a tree map using that data. I'm going to highlight my data, go into Insert, find Pivot Chart and Tables, and click that. And as you can see, it already highlights the table for you, the advantage to using tables. And I'm going to click OK. Now I want to sort by gender and usage, and also position. But instead of the sum of the usage, I want to change those settings, and I want to create an average. Now I'm ready to reorganize this table a little bit and rerun my tree map. Here I rearranged my pivot table just a little bit. As you can see, I created for analysts 2 positions by gender and imported their average into that table. Now let's go into Insert our app for our tree map, and here we have it already preloaded for us, and we're going to insert that again. So here's my tree map app, and as you can see, I have the data table highlighted. I go into Names, and my selection for the table is already there, and I can click OK. And now here I have the averages by gender for bankers and managers, etc. I can color the data, and I just really want the quantitative data, so I'm going to qualify that by putting in C2 for that. And I can use the slider to change the colors or do whatever I wish to it. So this is a great visual representation. Tree apps are located on the Microsoft service. They're for free, and it's a great way to capture big data.